morning. Welcome again to a new class, or good afternoon, or good evening if you're watching this on the internet. All right, through the internet. In RTV a la carta. Yes. Welcome. Class number 540. Yes, sir. Translation booklet. Booklet number 4. Yes, we are progressing. We have passed the equator, right? No se dice en inglés pasar el Ecuador. We have passed the midway point, punto de medio. The point of no return. Okay. So, page, I think 198. List number 1, page 198. Okay. ¿Qué le dijo el lobo? ¿Qué le dijo a ella el lobo cuando la vio? Esto me suena, ¿eh? What did the wolf say to her when he saw her? The wolf. I think this story is Little Red Riding Hood. Caperucita. Little Red Riding Hood. Hood, H-O-O-D, hood, has several meanings. One meaning is capo de un coche, the hood, in the United States and in Canada. In Great Britain, they say bonnet. All right. Hood also is capucha, or caperuza, caperucita, capucha. Okay. Pequeña capucha roja para montar a caballo. Little Red Riding Hood. Caperucita roja para montar a caballo. Little Red Riding Hood. Now the wolf, of course, you know the story. Little Red Riding Hood wants to visit her grandmother's house. But to get to her grandmother's house, she needs to cross the woods or the forest. And of course, there are dangerous animals, including wolves. Okay. ¿Qué le dijo el lobo cuando la vio? What did the wolf say to her when he saw her? I don't know. Maybe the wolf sang a song. ¿Le cantó una canción? No. Well, maybe the wolf said, Hey there, Little Red Riding Hood. You sure are looking good. You're the kind that every wolf could want. Yeah. I don't know. It's a Little Red Riding Hood. Doesn't a little big girl like you know that walking through this forest is dangerous? So, ¿qué le dijo al lobo? What did the wolf, lobo, wolf. What did the wolf say to her when he saw her? Claro. ¿Por qué no digo, what did the wolf tell her? But that's different. What did the wolf tell her is, ¿qué instrucciones le dio? Casi, porque dile qué tengo que hacer is tell me. Tell me cuando es transmisión de información. That's the tell. To say is emitir sonidos inteligibles. Say. Table, chair, lights. I'm saying words. And so what did the wolf say to her when he saw her? What did the wolf say to her? Le preguntó, ¿a dónde iba? He asked her where she was going. Where are you going? He asked her where she was going. He asked her. Fíjate cómo lo pronuncio yo. He asked her. He asked her. He asked her. Asked her. Asked her. Aston Martin asked her. Un purista diría, he asked her. Asked her. I never say that. I say he asked her. Asked her. He asked her where she was going. Le preguntó a dónde ibas. ¿Dónde iba? ¿Y qué dijo ella? What did she say? What did she say? Ella le dijo que iba a casa de su abuela, ¿no? Yes. She said she was going. Eso es narrativo en el pasado. Dijo que iba. She said she was going. She said she was going to her grandmother's house. ¿Ah, sí? Yeah. Yeah, she said she was going to her grandmother's house. Y después, ¿qué hizo ella? And then, what did she do? No me acuerdo del resto del cuento. I don't remember the rest of the story. Do you remember the rest of the story? You don't know the story of Little Red Riding Hood? You don't know the story. Well, there are different versions, but the true version, the true version, okay, is she goes to her grandmother's house, and the wolf goes before her, kills eats the grandmother, and then the wolf dresses with the grandmother. He gets in bed, waiting for Little Red Riding Hood. When Little Red Riding Hood shows up, Little Red Riding Hood says, "You look different, Grandma." Says, "What big eyes you have." Oh, it's my grande. No, what big eyes you have. Says, "The better to see you." What a big nose you have, the better to smell you. What big teeth you have, the better to eat you, etc., etc. And the wolf eats Little Red Riding Hood, too. Eats Little Red Riding Hood. But nearby, there's a hunter, cazador, and he hears the screaming of Little Red Riding Hood, and comes and realizes the situation, kills the wolf, opens up his stomach, and takes out Little Red Riding Hood. Boy, it's a bit macabre. That's one of the versions, okay. The other version is the wolf tries to catch Little Riding Hood, and the hunter kills the wolf. Now, when I was 14 years old, in junior high school, primera parte de secundaria, in junior high school, I had Spanish class. And the Spanish class, we decided to organize a play, un obra de teatro. And it was Little Red Riding Hood in Spanish. All right. In front of 700 people in the auditorium in the school, big auditorium, 700, well, two times, 1,400 people, well, students. And the teacher chose me as the wolf. And she said, "Rick," my name, Richard, no. In America, my name was Rick. She said, "Rick, you're going to be the wolf." Me, the wolf? I don't want to be. Yeah, you're the wolf. And your name is Lupe Lobo. Lupe Lobo. And she said, Paula, you're Little Red Riding Hood. And Paula wasn't very pretty. That was a problem. But she was the best female, the best girl in the class, in the Spanish class. So Paula was Little Red Riding Hood. And I remember, I had to memorize my lines in the play. I remember, "¿A dónde vas, flor de mi vida?" I remember. And I said, "Soy Lupe Lobo, estoy a tus órdenes." I remember these things. I had to say this. I still remember. Many, many years ago. "Soy Lupe Lobo y estoy a tus órdenes. ¿A dónde vas, flor de mi vida?" And so she, get away. And finally, I try to get her, and the hunter comes. Now, the hunter was a good friend of mine, but he wasn't a very good student in Spanish. He had problems speaking Spanish. And his job was to say, "No tengas miedo, Poquita, yo te salvaré." All right. And he grabs me and he says, "Déjale, bellaco." All right. And he throws me and I have to leave. I have to leave saying, "No hay ningún lugar donde un animal como yo pueda divertirse en paz." All right, fine. But it's interesting about my good friend, Kent Hancock was his name. He had trouble saying, "Déjale, bellaco." He had no problem saying, "No tengas miedo, Poquita, yo te salvaré." It's interesting, Poquita, pequeña cosa, yo te salvaré. But then with "Déjale, bellaco," he had big problems saying that. He always said, "Déjalo, bellaco. Déjale, bellaco." And the teacher said, "Kent, it's bellaco. You need to say bellaco." He said, "Bellaco." But then in the rehearsals, so since I says bellaco, and the teacher got very angry. "Kent, it's bellaco." But finally, in front of 700 people, he said, "Déjale, bellaco." He couldn't get. It didn't matter because the 700 people don't understand. But it was a very successful play. Little Red Riding Hood. Okay. Y después, ¿qué hizo ella? No me acuerdo el resto del cuento. I don't remember the rest of the story. ¿Se la comió el lobo al final? Did the wolf eat her in the end? In the end, did the wolf eat her in the end? Creo que un cazador la salvó. I think a hunter saved her. I think a hunter saved her. ¿Y qué le pasó al lobo? And what happened? What happened to the wolf? El cazador lo mató. The hunter killed him or killed it. Depende, him, it. It depends if you personify the wolf or you don't personify the wolf. If you don't personify it. But because this wolf is a talking wolf, we say him. All right. The hunter killed him. Esa no es la versión que yo conozco. That's not the version. Je suis. That's not the version I know. ¿Qué importa? What difference does it make? It doesn't matter. Does it really matter to you which version is the correct version? Does it really matter? Does it really make any difference? It doesn't make any difference. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. Freddie Mercury and Queen. It really doesn't matter to me. It doesn't make any difference. I don't care. I don't care. The story of Little Red Riding Hood, I don't care. It doesn't make any difference to me. All right. Él no habla tanto como tú. Cambiando de tercio. Él no habla tanto como tú. He doesn't talk as much as you do. To talk and to speak. He doesn't speak as much as you do, no se dice. He doesn't talk. Blah, 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 is to talk. For example, creo que la segunda vez que hago esto aquí. If I go to visit, for example, I have a little boy, and he is 6 years old. He's in first grade, primero de primaria. Y es la noche para los padres de visita, where the parents go to visit the teachers. And the teacher says, yes, please come in, yes. And your child? Oh, my child is Johnny Vaughan, Logan. Ah, you're Mr. Vaughan. Okay, Mr. Vaughan. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Vaughan. Well, and how's Johnny? He said, oh, no, Johnny's a good boy. He speaks a lot in class. And, oh, he speaks a lot. Very good, very good. He speaks a lot in class. That's positive. But if the teacher says, well, Johnny talks a lot in class, oof, that means he speaks a lot, means ofrece, dirige la palabra. Ofrece, no tiene miedo a expresarse en clase. That's to speak in class. But to talk in class means with the neighbor. You know, Johnny, pay attention. All right, so to speak in class is good. To talk in class, not necessarily. Not necessarily. All right, so él no habla tanto como tú. He doesn't talk as much as you do. You talk too much. Why do you talk so much? You never stop talking. Yeah, hablas demasiado. You talk too much. No fumes tanto. Don't smoke so much. Yeah, yo no fumo tanto como tú. I don't smoke as much as you do. I don't smoke as much as you do. Fumas demasiados puros. You smoke too many cigars. Cigars. You smoke too many cigars. No fumo tantos como él. Puros en este caso. I don't smoke as many as he does. Yes, he smokes more than I do. I don't smoke as many cigars as he does. Fumas tantos que yo no sé qué hacer. You smoke so many that I don't know what to do. Aquí estamos jugando con so much, so many, too many. Él no habla tanto como tú. He doesn't talk. Bueno, vamos con fumar. Él no fuma tanto como tú. He doesn't smoke as much as you do. Fumas demasiado. You smoke too much. Lo anterior, él no fuma tanto como tú. He doesn't smoke as much as. He doesn't smoke as much as you do. Fumas demasiado. You smoke too much. No fumes tanto. Don't smoke so much. Fumas demasiado, así que no fumes tanto. You smoke too much, so don't smoke so much. Yo no fumo tanto como tú. I don't smoke as much as you do. I don't smoke as much as you do. You smoke more than I do. I don't smoke as much as you do. Fumas demasiados puros. You smoke too many. Plural. Hemos tratado plural ahora, con too many, no too much. Fumas demasiados puros. You smoke too many cigars. Yo no fumo tantos como él. I don't smoke as many as he does. Fumas tantos que no sé qué hacer. You smoke so many that. Claro, esto no es comparativo. El otro sí es comparativo. No fumo tantos como él. I don't smoke as many as. Cuando es comparativo es as, con many en medio en este caso, porque es plural. I don't smoke as many as he does. Ahora, la siguiente frase no es comparativo. Fumas tantos que no sé qué hacer. You smoke so many that I don't know what to do. You smoke so many that I don't know what to do. No, no me oyes. No te puedes. Can't you hear me? Can't you hear me? Carmenchu, can't you? Can't you hear me? Claro, en español se dice, no me oyes. En inglés hay que decir, no me puedes oír. Can't you hear me? 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 ¿Puedo asistir a la reunión? Can I attend the meeting? Make a list of 20 sentences with can I. Can I go to the beach? Can I sit in this chair? Can I touch the ceiling? Can I, casi como pidiendo permiso, ¿puedo abrir la ventana? ¿Puedo ir a la playa ya? ¿Puedo usar este libro? Y practica. Can I, acentuando I. Can I read this book? Can I make a telephone call? Can I open the door? Can I open the window? Can I clean the table, please? Can I use the other chair? Can I? Y practicas. Can I use? Can I play? Can I see? Etc. Okay? All right. It's not an order, pero casi es un orden. ¿Puedo asistir a la reunión también? Can I attend the meeting too? Nope. No, why not? Así es la vida. That's life. Así es la vida, Marta. That is life. Pero hay que contraer aquí porque si no, ni se entiende. That's life. And there's nothing you can do about it. No hay nada que puedas hacer al respecto. Así es la vida. That's life. And there's nothing you can do about it. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn, and a king. Excuse me, Richard? I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn, and a king. Could you repeat? Do you want me to speak slowly? I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn, and a king. I've been up and down and over and out. And I know one thing. Each time I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up. Ya he cantado esto una vez, ¿no? Yeah. He sido de todo. I've been everything. I've been a marioneta he sido, paupero o mendigo he sido, pirata he sido. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poeta también he sido. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king, un peón de ajedrez y un rey de ajedrez he sido yo. A pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out. And I know one thing. Each time I find myself caído de bruces, flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life. Así es la vida. Es una carrera de ratas, ¿a que sí? Life is a rat race. I don't consider life a rat race. Do you consider life a rat race in which you have to run as fast as you can just to stay in the same place? You're not advancing. It's like in those dreams, pesadillas. You have a nightmare and you're running. A person is trying to kill you and you're running and you cannot escape. You're not moving. That's life. No me creo nada lo que tú dices. I don't believe anything you say. I don't believe anything you say. You're always telling lies. Se dice tell lies, contar mentiras, decimos, no decir mentiras. To tell lies. To tell the truth, es decir la verdad. Siempre con tell, o sea, contar la verdad. To tell the truth and to tell lies. And to lie. Mentir is to lie. It's interesting, between English and Spanish, they're identical in this case. There's a verb for to lie. Hay un verbo para mentir. No hay que decir mentir, es mentir. Pero no hay un verbo para decir la verdad. No es verdadear. Es que no existe un verbo. Lo contrario de mentir. Lo contrario de mentir es decir la verdad. And in English it's the same. The opposite of to lie is to tell the truth. We don't say truthear or something. We don't say that. To tell the truth. Do you always tell the truth? Me? Of course I always tell the truth. I never lie. You never lie? Well, usually I don't lie. White lies. Mentiras blancas. Yeah. Occasionally, I'll tell a white lie. What's a white? White like the table? Yeah, the color white. What's a white lie? A white lie is una mentira piadosa. All right, that's a white lie. All right. But I never tell lies. I always tell the truth. No te fías de mí. Don't you? Eso es hijo, segundo, no se permite, no, segundo hijo de Carmenchu. Yeah, el don't you. No te fías de mí. Don't you trust me? Don't you trust me? No, es que no me fío de ti. Esta forma de expresión. No es que no me fío de ti. It's not that I don't trust you. It's not that I don't trust you. ¿Y lo siguiente? Entonces, ¿qué es? Es para mañana. Entonces, ¿qué es? Then what is it? It's not that I don't trust. Don't you trust me? It's not that I don't trust you. Well, then what is it? ¿Qué dice después? A ver, this is for tomorrow. Un anticipo. ¿Qué te pasa? No, solo es, entonces, ¿qué es? Then what is it? La historia no continúa, ¿no? ¿Ya no te caigo bien? Ah, sí, un poquito. But that's tomorrow. We'll see this tomorrow. No me creo nada de lo que dices. I don't believe anything you say. No te fías de mí. Don't you trust me? No es que no me fíe de ti. It's not that I don't trust you. Then, what is it? Then what is it? Okay. How much time do we have left, Marta? Do we have enough time to start something new? Oh, no. The time, all good things must come to an end. Todas las buenas cosas tienen que llegar a un fin. All good things must come to an end. It's a common expression. Well, common. It's an expression in English. All good things must come to an end. And I'm sorry to tell you that this class is not going to last forever. I wish it could. Ojalá pudiera durar para siempre. I'm having a good time. Are you having a good time? Are you having a good time? Well, we're all having a good time. Then let's just ask Spanish television to allow the class to go on forever. Yes, to the end of time. But all good things must come to an end. Vocabulary list number 22. Ni vamos a empezar casi. Page 108. Categoría. Category. Category. It's the same in English. Category, 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 category. Competitivo. Competitive. Oh, son palabras latinas, ¿no? Todas. Considerado. Considerate. Abarrotado. Crowded. Ya cambió un poco. Crowded. The first three are very easy. Categoría, category. Competitivo, competitive. Competitive. Are you a competitive person? Me, yes. I'm a very competitive person. Extremely competitive. I don't know why. I think it's my grandfather's fault. Culpa de mi abuelo. The doctor. You remember? We saw a picture of him recently, the doctor. I think we saw a picture of him. Competitive. I remember my grandfather, the doctor, he, every time he visited us, he said, let's go outside, Ricky. Bueno, era muy pequeño, era Ricky. Said, I want you to run around the house. Run around the house. And I was 3 years old. I ran around the house. And he was timing it. Okay, Ricky, good. Run around the house again. Let's beat the time. He said, 32 seconds. Ricky, you can do better than that. Run around the house again. And I ran around the house. 33 seconds. Come on. Run around the house again. And I was the champion in Oklahoma in the 400 meters. Maybe thanks to my grandfather making me run around the house so many times. I'll see you in tomorrow's class.